Hi, Clear Lake Presbyterian Church. This is Joshua Young coming to you live from my home office, the home office of Rachel and I. This is the first in a series of daily videos that we're going to offer during the week, offering some daily meditations as those of us right now are facing some self-quarantining and social distancing. My reflection is going to come from the book of Psalms, chapter 88. Hear the word of the Lord. This is a psalm that's been with me for the last year and a half or so. It says, O Lord, God of my salvation, when at night I cry out in your presence, let my prayer come before you. Incline your ear to my cry. For my soul is full of troubles, and my life draws near to Sheol. I am counted among those who go down to the pit. I am like those who have no help, like those forsaken among the dead, like the slain that lie in the grave, like those whom you remember no more. For they are cut off from your hand. You have put me in the depths of the pit. In the regions dark and deep, your wrath lies heavy upon me, and you overwhelm me with all your waves. Selah. You have caused my companions to shun me. You have made me a thing of horror to them. I am shut in so that I cannot escape. My eye grows dim through sorrow. Every day I call on you, O Lord. I spread out my hands to you. Do you work wonders for the dead? Do the shades rise up to praise you? Selah. Is your steadfast love declared in the grave, or your faithfulness in Abaddon? Are your wonders known in the darkness, or your saving help in the land of forgetfulness? But I, O Lord, cry out to you. In the morning my prayer comes before you. O Lord, why do you cast me off? Why do you hide your face from me? Wretched and close to death from my youth up, I suffer your terrors, I am desperate. Your wrath has swept over me. Your dread assaults destroy me. They surround me like a flood all day long. From all sides they close in on me. You have caused friend and neighbor to shun me. My companions are in darkness. One of the things I appreciate about this psalm is some of the stark imagery that is present, describing feelings of despair and despondency, and feeling like God has abandoned the psalmist. Lord, why do you hide your face from me? The psalmist feels wretched and close to death. Caused my companions to shun me. The last verse here is a very famous line, my companions are in darkness. Other translations put it, darkness is my only friend. And yet, in the midst of these feelings of despair and despondency, there's this hope in the very first verse of this psalm, as the psalmist cries out to God, the God of this psalmist's salvation, the God of our salvation, the God who saves. There's hope that God is the one who ultimately saves and the one in whom this psalmist's life is in his hands. And so, with that, I wrote this song a little while ago based on this psalm, and I'm hopeful that it will be a source of encouragement for you today. Those of you who've been to our Saturday night worship service have sung this before, but those of you who have not, this is called Still the God Who Saves. When darkness is my only friend, and loneliness my comfort, when I am at my bitter end, you're still the God who saves me. When waves sweep o'er my body whole, and wrath surrounds me like a flood, when fear engulfs my troubled soul, you're still the God who saves me. So hear my cry, Lord, be my strength, when I have nothing left to give. Remember, Lord, your covenant. You're still the God who saves me. You're still the God who saves me. When death is weighing on my soul, dragging me down into despair. Remind me of your promises. You're still the God who saves me. So hear my cry, Lord, be my strength when I have nothing left to give. Remember, Lord, your covenant. You're still the God who saves me. You're still the God who saves me. So hear my cry, Lord, be my strength when I have nothing left to give. Remember, Lord, your covenant. You're still the God who saves me. You're still the God who saves me. Well, that's all for now, Clear Lake Presbyterian Church. Please remember to subscribe to our channel by clicking subscribe at the bottom of this video. I'll have lyrics posted in the comments and then in the descriptions. And please leave a comment for us. Please leave us feedback. We want to know how you're doing. Okay, God bless.